2, 1, and action.
Happy 60th anniversary, Nigeria. Welcome to our third and final segment of our Africa's Growing Virtual Conference. And it's been a fantastic session all day. We've had the privilege of having Mr. Olitoyin Ayinde and also Adenuka Olubi. Right now, I have a very special friend, sister, someone I've known for years in studio, and to have a conversation around entertainment and the creative industry, looking at how we as Christians can impact that sector and see how we can bring the kingdom of God to bear in that space. I have singer-songwriter, actress, reality TV judge, whatever you want to say, one of the most powerful and awesome voices that come out of this great nation of Nigeria. Help me welcome my friend Nika. It's good to have you there.
Thank you, sir.
I like your I like your feeling.
Good episode.
Yeah, so very
good. Happy 60 years.
Yeah, so it's 60 and we thank God for life. And so like I've asked every other guest that's been here today, what is your first 60 years? From your own perspective, are you going to be happy fine?
That's not the question. Somebody asked me that question. What can we do with the best?
I know, but just an assessment. What do you think?
Why do you people want to look for trouble? People like us can talk. And you know that's our job. It's our job to talk. Well, he does more the talking. And we one word. One word. Help. Help. I can't say no.
Because one of the things that came out today was basically talking about comparing Nigeria to some of our contemporaries like Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, those countries that got their independence not far from ours. So if you look at it vis-a-vis, that was one of the premises that made people say that in comparison to those other countries, we have a lot of work to do. Even though we're still in one country at 60, but in comparison to what those countries have been able to make out themselves, we're talking about Singapore coming to collect fancy from Nigeria and many years ago, and today they're one of the largest exporters of oil globally. So having had that narrative, let's go straight down into where you want us to go into. Looking at the creative entertainment industry over the past 60 years,
we haven't even scratched the surface at all. So I think we started as world's children. Never from all of us. Just words. We wake up begging because even knowing about how we still are moments babies. Even when we're married, father and mom will just come and chip in a little bit, give me song or we're entitled. Sadly, even now. It is appalling when you see us from cleaner to the sweeper to the laborer. You believe that you should be taken care of. What mindset? When we can correct such little anomalies, as little as it is, it's become a beast in our land right now. So I am trying to be very careful how to address that question you raised regarding creativity. We had the kind of studios, we had very few studios then in the times of the Nigerians when they got the peacock. These were beautiful times. I don't know exactly what, it was like, well, let me learn something else. I'm like, why shouldn't be giving, you are too giving, and then you now want it for yourself. But you're forgetting that there is a structure, there's a template. Let's go with the structure and let's consider the children coming so they can have order as it were. First of all, let's get the order right.
Did we ever have a template?
Yes, we
when
did.
it came to entertainment?
Yes, we
activities
did.
in Nigeria?
Yes, we did. We had all those international people coming into town to come. I mean, they were in fact, the foreigners, was what it was. They had, the radios were paying, many, the television stations were paying. As of now, I'm not sure there are some very few television or radio stations still paying for content as we speak. Who am I going to blame now? Who do I contact?
One of the things that we're looking at basically is the fact that the entertainment and creative industry has proven to be one that people have been saying they have so much potential in terms of being able to diversify the use of oil and looking at the international scene. Many of our artists are, achieving now winning awards, globally, and looking at the kind of possibilities in terms of what is doable, not only in terms of testimony, but in terms of growth, in terms of development, in terms of creating jobs and everything. We're looking at this holistically from that perspective. So where did we get it wrong entirely in terms of the master plan that ensure that this creative sector is able to deliver to our GDP as a whole the kind of creating of job, values and stuff.
So you mentioned values. Values. First of all, I for a while I just said to people, let us not blame the younger generation making waves. Something must have triggered something to like we talked about being entitled to entitlement. We were talking outside about structure and everything, and government supporting art, etc., etc., etc. When you don't follow a pattern, there will be chaos. Now, when the chaos now choose to thrive in that chaos, chaos causes more chaos. It's that simple for you. It's not rocket science. First situation, we left the children to their homes and campuses. They became great. So they don't need you. Now they don't need you. They now choose to have their own cult following. So how do we
how do you redirect that?
In fact, circumvent it. So that everybody will sit upright and now begin a proper, because there's no foundation in what those younger generation, there's nothing. The one that would have been the foundation, the good days, etc., etc., all those beautiful templates that we could have followed, or taken out something that was not right and putting some things in proper perspective. I'm not against you getting married to 75,000 wives. I'm against you making it look as though, okay, my wife one, you do, wife two, you do, wife. It is not family planning. Go to family planning and sort. But then the thing is, do you know who can deliver on camera? Give the person the job. Don't just give it to your family members.
Because like you're saying, we grew up to see the possibilities in media and entertainment.
Yes, sir.
Like you said, the Gondo Baby Foundation and some other people who have done. So at what point did we derail from what they began to do that we would have built on? Because before we came, we were talking to him, we were talking about the economy.
Yes, sir.
And he was talking about how we grew up to know the pyramids, cocoa and everything. And that there was like you said, there was a sabotage of that process. Where we walked away from agriculture and just started doing oil, and now we're trying to go back to that thing. So obviously that same sabotage happened in the creative arts in terms of the possibilities.
Yes, sir.
From your own experience, can you give us an idea of what went wrong that derailed us as a country from growing with our own, possibilities here?
So as not to sound very it's a delicate matter to be put on the spot like that. But anyhow, why not be the scapegoat sometimes? Anyways, people enjoy darkness. It's bad, but people love the darkness. When you're bad, you're dark. When you're mean, you get more. When you're evil, you get feared. And what? Praised. That's actually. I don't want to put to be. I'm trying to give you a simple example. When you started to say the government property, the bridges got what? Vandalized. The pure aluminium there were taken out to make spoons for all of us to buy. Nobody questioned it. Nobody sat people to order. Who are these people vandalizing our bridges? We just decided government property. And it's politics. Even the police people, are they not? What are they doing? How do they drive the cars that they bought for? In space of 3 days, the cars are already dented. So when the society already has a case of mismanagement, where do you expect the younger ones to face? They will just face themselves, and they have faced themselves. But one thing is obvious. You can't go on like this forever. It shouldn't. Somebody will have, something has got to give.
When we look at the potential that children can be creative industry has, in terms of not just the money, in terms of creating jobs, in terms of exporting the culture of Nigeria. Many of us grew up watching American films, and like normally you travel to America before you actually go there.
Oh yes, you know the streets.
You know the streets, you know everything. I mean, and you can see that wrapped in entertainment, wrapped in media, they were selling an ideology that America was a great country and blah blah blah. And we look at us as Nigerians, very gifted people. There's no area of endeavor you will not find in Nigeria one of the best anywhere in the world. So we are what expect. How have we, over the time, been able to galvanize our entertainment and our creativity to be able to do much more for us, in the global space?
So, I'm going to go back to the American thing that we're talking about. Did we know that we had the best tests? I have to say this to us so that we can understand, be on the same page. We had about 4 or 5 universities in Nigeria at the time. When Nigeria started this is 60 years. The universities were too few. When you are not in Nigeria, when you don't go to, if you don't go to school in Nigeria, it's painful for you already. For you to go to Oxford, it's like you're pumped. So for you to go to Oxford, you are just like, you are not limited in Nigeria. It was a trip to be It was like, so you went to Oxford, so what? There was a gentleman like the phone baby that said, Madam, when we went to another one was, if you don't enter this first school, they will not say, okay, what do we do? Let's send them to their dorms. So they had to send something because the school was just too important to be in. I don't know where, I don't know who, I don't know how. All of a sudden, we decided that who we are isn't just good enough. just kill it. Because if you don't kill it, these people, you can't mix them. So when you talk about contemporary or like Singapore's, etc., you can't put them contemporary. That's not it. Was there anything like competition where God is there? You are to stand out, stand apart, not be part of discussion or did you see how can you don't compare yourself with. So what change? I'm of the opinion that it got way over our heads, and we feel I'm sorry sir, I want to take us back to something. We have issue with pride. That alone is another question mark. It's giving us serious problem. When you don't have 5 of your tribe with you, you are wasting time. Who brought up this paper? Should it be signed into law that if you bring anybody in your system and you give your own person a job, you must be sacked or your business must close down? Should we do that for this country? This great country that has so much, and we're selling our major resource out. We're throwing everybody out, throwing the child out with the bathwater. It's painful. What I'm even thinking of what the questions you're asking me is so weighty that until we address the first 2, we can't even address the rest.
Exactly, because we've agreed, even the 2 sessions we had earlier, I'll all come back to what you said, that we have an identity problem, number one.
Yes.
Or somebody, a mindset that we're inferior to people that we used to, send children out if you could not qualify. Secondly, the ethnic conversation has come up again in terms of how we have, and one of the reasons why we're having this conversation basically is so that the many Christians out there who are asking for how they can impact the world, make change and everything, we have realized today that we have to deal with these 2 fundamental issues before we can move forward. But it was to zero down into the sector we're looking at.
Yes, sir.
So let's begin to zero down. What do you think we need to start doing going forward in order to salvage this entire the entertainment, the creative industry, to be able to give us the full potential we have, because it can be a lot more than it is doing in terms of, like I keep saying, the human capacity development that's in that space and what it's able is achieving.
Very good. He's a businessman. But he called it so potential. There were a lot of these people on the streets, playing drums, singing solos, acapellas. Very good. Thought to himself, his automobile business is going to turn it around and make a studio out of it. It's very USA. Just that one. It was too big for America to handle. Because it believed in the people that we were seeing on the street 247. Making up. His driver was not involved. He would hear the guy just singing. So singing. He didn't tell anyone. He just started slowly. I said, we come to the program. There was people constantly in the street recording and trying out it. By this time, it was too late. You can't contain these people. They have gone haywire. When we find 2 people like that in Nigeria, I'm very sure we can bring it in this way. 2 people like a very body. It is not the government. It is us. When we begin like that, I think we cannot begin conversation. Well, let's go and scout around and locate those people who believe in salvaging what's left. What is salvageable? Because it's not funding. That's what we see. But it can still run.
Well, some people argue that in recent times, we're beginning to see a lot of maybe Nigerian films and music and everything that beginning to cross some numbers and beginning to give people a better, package in terms of life and things like that. Do you agree that the government in that area in terms of, growth in life, and creative stuff?
So far, people are still doing it as family. Their own family. My own family. His own family. Oh, mama, we live here.
It's not a system yet.
It's just those who have them. Those who have what it takes to
how do
take
you
it.
move it to system?
Where we will do it. Somehow it will happen. I do not know how, but I trust God for because you see, you can't push your son out, and it's only your son you push out, and you're making money, and you think that is it. No, don't think because the entire country. Okay, the country goes down, and you think you're not part of the country. Of course you are. So if anything happens to you, or happens to everybody else, don't mean what happened to you too. Your name is also smashed.
So how? Okay, so I take you back to that conversation.
Yes.
The gentleman you mentioned, you getting this color and so much. But what are the challenges, that in Nigeria now that might discourage this kind of people? Because there are people who come out to say, the Nigerian doing business in Nigeria is tough. People will tell you that multiple taxation. People will tell you that some things need to be changed. So maybe there are some people like the very you're talking about.
There are very good ones here.
Yes,
I can't wait to meet them. I can't wait. In fact, where's the cameras? I can't wait to meet the very goodies who don't have family attachment to this matter, but believe that this country must move forward. That's the point. I challenge all of you very goodies, come out. That's the best way to put it. I'm sorry, I don't know how else to, because you don't have to care when you're smeared. Do you know where you're going? First question. Can you achieve that which you have set your mind to achieve in this particular tax madness place? But how did those ones two do it? Is that English correct? I don't know. Is that English correct? I'm not really.
So what we need to zero in now is to say things cannot continue the way.
It must not continue.
Yes. So the onus now lies to say, what in your own, opinion are the things we need to begin to put in place and to begin to do? Because one thing we needed to have this conversation about, what makes the Africa Green conversation different from a lot of conversations is practical solution of this and this and this is what we need to be doing. So from your own experience of being in this industry for decades now, to make this creative industry become what it's supposed to be, that of full capacity, when do we start talking? What is supposed to be practical?
We can begin with getting like minds together and then tabling out what needs to what needs to be done for that particular focus. I mean the objective. And ensure that objective. That's how the America will do it, regardless of whether the person is. Once they hear that name America, everybody's thinking attention. That is what they like. You will still say, no, we didn't. But no, that's not what I'm saying. When you hear the name Nigeria, what does that say to you? So when we get to that place, and you see, we will, that particular group, whatever big that group will be, must be ready to tell if this person is not going to stand with us and don't stay. No question that you have your money, carry your money and go. God will provide the money for us to do this, because you cannot use money continually to torment. Oh, you have the money to.
So what we're saying basically now is the fact that to move the creative industry forward, we need in what you're saying now is that we've not made a lot of progress because a lot of the people and the systems that run entertainment and creativity in Nigeria are still family based and they've not become a system.
They are not a system.
And because they are not a system, they can't serve a larger conversation.
They cannot. They can't. It's not possible.
You know, we had a conversation like a year or two ago when we were talking about the national anthem.
Oh,
Now, I want to ask you this question. The latest decision of government, has it solved the conversation we were having that time? Or
Well,
it didn't?
it's just going to be a different story. It's just, you know, like, when you dangle a carrot before a rabbit, this is weird.
What do you think they should have done?
Who are they?
What do you think government should have done? Or whatever they do?
Who are the people that we're talking about? Because I don't think it's the government. The government is not in this one.
Because I knew that they were going to concession it out to the bank and they were going to do this and things. The government will stop doing building malls and things like that to make it somewhere that a lot of things can happen.
I'm really, really, really it's a great country. That is what I have to say. I'll pass on the question.
So obviously, what was done was not what people, practitioners like you guys love to see. You like love to see something more robust or something that brings more.
What is wrong in giving it back to the people that built it in the first place? Is there anything wrong in that? Is that one too much? Is it a problem? And when they give you the cost of it, I'm sure it is not that bad. Because what they built, as we speak, dear sir, none of the halls all over Nigeria can measure up to that particular. That house is possible. The tiles are still there. The marbles are not way. The lines they place, so all they need is just some little refurbishing. And that is always. Why must you give it to some idiot that is going to destroy that which had been done until tomorrow? Nobody. The wood is not Italy. Hello? How many years now? We now give it to a buffoon. They better not touch that house. I will cause them to have weapons. In fact, God will know now that I am now ready to kill some people. I personally will kill people this time around. I'll carry gun. Oh yes, because no.
I can understand the passion from which you speak in terms of, someone being in the creative industry and knowing fully well that our creative space has a lot of potential.
Too much.
Yeah, and that's the crux of this conversation. There's so much potential that we have not scratched because the systems have not been created. And as long as the systems are not created, then we are not able to. When something reaches its full potential, it provides
for others
to reach their own capacity as well.
Oh my God. The people that started Hollywood did not bring their family to the business. They brought in capable hands to spread forth. The carpenters were working, the drivers were working, everybody knowing exactly what to do per time. You don't need to. It's prophesied. It's not so bad. So give me this work. When the hoteliers, when the people that are doing hospitality business, they know exactly who to go to see. You know when you go to the market, you know what to buy when you go to the market. The fish section is here, the beef section is here, you know them. So why must you until your family gets into power before you can actually breathe? What? I
totally understand. So again, as we begin to round up, my like you said, you believe we need to have like a coming together of like minds.
Yes, sir.
To set up an agenda.
Yes, sir.
That obviously at the end of the day, to keep to it and to ensure that we can run that agenda.
That's right, sir.
For all of this to be able to work.
there must be some paper on the floor. You don't bring anybody that you don't know, or somebody will not go and be telling somebody. Once you see that you start the person straight, there has to be merit. This thing is based on merit. Somebody is capable of delivery. Just give the person the job. Let the person do his or her, and let everybody, when you do this, a lot of people will be. Did I tell you anything about any person, the area boys? They were not called area boys nowadays when they were young. They were not even called touts. They don't even call them bastards. They just call them, I want to just give them some simple names. And that's a name for those who wash. You know them. And somebody started washing, just normal washing. Before you know it, he saved up money, he started buying his own laundry. And before you know it, that's what happened to that man. Now he has a vault and gardens. He started just by washing people's clothes. It is not rocket science. It can be done. I wish I had started washing people's clothes. Maybe I should make sense about it. This is good.
Now, one of the things we're doing about this session is also to advocate that on platforms.
Now twist it and now say it in the bed. No. The Holy Spirit is not confusing people. It does not confuse us. It is a stream of faith. And let us just bring a case. I'm sorry I'm rambling, but I need a template. When we have template, and everybody agree follow that, when you see one, and you know, then we can begin our conversation. Right now, we need to begin again. That is the best way to start. Once we start again, this is a whole new. This is like zero.
Yeah. So we're looking at what you're saying in terms of the fact that we need to go back, to the foundation of things and to see how we as a people, can go through a, like you say, like a rebirth that allows us to be that allows us to be able to take that birth to the sectors, which is basically what we're doing today. We look at like three sectors today: governance, economic, and entertainment, and the creative space, so that we can begin to impact the world around us in terms of creativity. And it tells on the fact that it is our default, nature as Christians to love and then to be able to serve, like we established today on our previous sessions, that allows us to be able to not, like even the Bible tells us not to prefer one to the other. In terms of that, it's not love, it's not the nature of God. So for us to be able to live kingdom from the kingdom culture is for us to for that change to start from within. So as we round up today, I just wanted to say, yes, we heard what you believe about the industry, or how you see it, and what you feel should be happening. So what are your last words really in terms of where we would love to see the industry go, and how in your own experience, how you think it can be looking?
Well, coming from my perspective, my position, I have a passion for environment. I have a passion for the streets, the corners, the community. We used to roll tires when we were children. It used to be fun. I want to write about rolling tires. I don't want to write about love and sex and everything. No. My own is when I see you playing table tennis on the street. That's the song for me. So I want to see. So for me, my joy is first of all to get the city in order. It's personal. When we have you can know where to buy tuwo by evening, 6 p.m. You know what time, and it's become a thing. about the 6 p.m. January 2, you will see it. People just gravitate towards ease. You would know. I begin to write music. The trees are growing, Emma Catholic plantation, but when it grows, you know. And then that is when I begin to give you pictures of, oh my God, can you see that? Can you see this? That's personal. The other part is a lot of people want to make money, sadly, which is not a bad thing because we need money to run the business. We need money to run the kingdom. What does it mean? Where's the vision? What's the vision say? What's the vision? Propels the kingdom of God to return. Don't hesitate. Find those or better still. Speak to the Holy Spirit to send you and direct you to the people who will bring that vision to pass. It is nothing. We have to face this truth. It's not even fact. It's a truth.
So basically, when we are able to, have honor, because funny enough, our first session today was the former commissioner for physical planning and urban development in Lagos. We talked about planning and discipline and things and society friendly and
Yes.
taking all of these things. So
Exactly.
that's really cool. That
Exactly.
ability to create that space where all of us are able to strive and are able to grow and achieve the things that we need to do. And everything you said again, that if we can just be selfless and create these systems for the sake of humanity, then we're able to achieve something fantastic. We do have in the field. Thank you so much for being a part of Africa Very Special. I'm sure that we're gonna, because this conversation continues, because being in this space as well of creativity and entertainment, we obviously know that there's a huge potential out there that we have not scratched. And I'm sure that God will give us grace to be able to come together and live beyond ordinary humanity, that to be able to see that joy. And
Live beyond self-esteem issues.
that's one thing that came to us.
It's horrible. It is destroying the beauty of seeing beauty in another. It's destroying it. Come on. Everybody's got something. What's wrong in you reaching out to support that person? There was something in that movie, I'm sorry everybody, James Brown, to explain the essence. One called Mr. Bell. He told his friends that the man is the star. I am not. We are to support him and help him go and try. I can't be him. He is never going to be me. It's obvious. But yes, I helped him to get out of jail. Yes, I helped him. That's exactly what we lack in Nigeria. Everybody wants to become stars. But wait, have you seen the potential in one? To help that person propel. Now, if the person chooses not to remember you, that is all right. Help another one. Can we just still do something continually until you hit the one that says, you have been helping people, you this man. Let me take care of you, Daddy. Must it be like, you must, like the man will say, the ones that cerebral is the one that dies. It's just a matter of time. I get you together. Who are you?
Well, with you, the conversation can go on and
Oh yes, that's true. You mean we are finished?
Hey! We need you to pray. That's the last point. We need you to pray over Nigeria based from that sector, and so that we're able to see how we not just only talk about the practical steps, but we also believe in the power and the grace of Almighty God to make things happen. So if you please invite us at the same prayer for Nigeria.
Dear resurrection and the life. Give us, love us, friend, and master. You know, our love for each other must never end. Save this country from her own destruction. Let her save her from herself. Let her see the need to depart from fear that have kept her bound these 60 years. We treasure you, we love you, we cannot do without you. Thank you for saving us from our such mighty name. We worship you.
Amen. Thank you so much. So that brings us to the end of this year's edition of the Africa Glowing Conference, and it's been a fantastic experience playing host to 3 distinguished Nigerians as we look at areas of governance, economy, and also entertainment. So we look forward to next year, when Nigeria will be 61, and we'll be here again with another special episode of the Africa Glowing Conversations, that is for Africa. So our guests want to say a big thank you to Mr. Victoria Inde, Administrator and President in the studio, Linka Davis. Thank you so much. God bless Nigeria. And I want to say a big thank you to the entire crew at X2DTV.